Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-game press conference following the second qualification game to the quarterfinal that featured South Sudan and Senegal. Senegal beat South Sudan 73-65. We are welcoming Coach Luel Deng for this press conference. So, Coach, first of all, what are your thoughts after this game and on your journey all around this AfroBasket?
It's we had a tough tournament. I think that we had a very disappointed tournament. You know, we'll regroup and start focus on what's next. I thought the players that we had, we faced a lot and they responded every time. I thought they played hard. You know, we lost the game in the first half. I thought the second half we regrouped, and I wish we would have played like that the whole game. But it's basketball, you know, it happened. I think we hate to lose, but we set a really good brand for who we are. So I think all of us as players, staff, we're all disappointed because we hold high standards. But I think for African basketball, I'm very happy because, you know, the players deserve it. I think the game is getting better. The players are better. So the more teams get better, the more respect we'll get all as a whole. But I want to give credit to how much better teams got.
Yeah. Thank you. Dear colleagues, open the floor for you. Introduce yourself, the media you're working for before asking your question, and please turn your phone on silent mode.
Good evening, Luau. Commiserations on the loss. My name's Ayo from AfroBasket. We've met before. Just a couple of questions, but basically, what do you believe was the issues with containing Badio? He went for what was it, 31 points, and I mean he was pretty much downhill most of the game. But what do you believe was causing the issues containing him? And apologies for asking, but is your tenure as a head coach temporary, or is that more of a permanent situation? Are we going to see Royal back in any way, Sichuan?
Yeah, you know, definitely. I think that it's better to focus on one thing. I think for me, I love being around the guys. So a lot of these guys look up to me. So it's more than just basketball for us. I spend time with them. They spend time with me, and you know, we learn the game together. You know, but definitely I'm not the main head coach. This is something that you know, something that we got to talk about and focus on. I think you know, there's a lot that we got to focus on. I don't want to seem like the house is on fire because we're out of AfroBasket. The end of the day, one team is going to win it. The feeling that I have right now, every team is going to go through it. We're just disappointed that we think we're a lot better, but at the same time, the respect that we get because people expect high, you know, high results from us. It's you know, it's welcoming because I think for us also as a team, it will wake us up. I promise you, we'll be back stronger and better. And it's you know, sometimes it's a little reminder. You know, you're walking around thinking your shit don't stink. Excuse my language, but it's good to be reminded. And at the same time, you know, I told the players, even for me, you know, in life, sometimes you need it. It kind of just brings you back down and lets you realize that, you know, everything you work for, it's not always going to be, you know, every day is not going to be a glory. It's how you respond. So I think for us, honestly, with the players, the last couple of years have been amazing, you know, to be able to take our country to 2 AfroBaskets and World Cup and Olympic. we had a lot of joy that a lot of people saw and they wanted it, and people are gonna come get it. So we gotta wake up and get back on it, and I know we will. Huh? No, we definitely do, because I think the target, and I said it when I came into this, the target is not just, for us to keep on getting better. The target is to wake everybody up, and not just the countries, African countries, but just the federation and countries in general. We have a good, game, and this game is made for us to excel in, but for years and years we've let athletes down, because I could tell you a number of federations that are just going through a lot just to be here. All that adds up. I played with Great Britain. I played in Europe. I played in the Olympics. Never ever did I get a phone call saying that, we don't have the budget, or we got to share a room, or it's a lot for the federations to deal with. So you're not going to find a lot of consistency until, Angola had consistency for a long time, and you see why, because, they figured out if we're well funded and well prepared. And I actually like to add something to that. We shared the group with Angola, and I have to admit it, man, I saw how they take care of their team. I saw how, they fly, they get on the bus, they eat together, how nice the restaurants are. I was a bit jealous, but it made me realize why they're successful, and we just got to keep improving. I think for us, we have the talent, but all together from top to bottom, we need to be honest. I don't know if we can keep it up if we don't take it to the next level in terms of we got to go all in or we're out every time. Talent is there, but players want to be treated right, and I think South Sudan, for us, I know as a federation, we got to do better in how we do everything, and we got to get better supported. We've done a lot, but it's gonna sink. I'm sorry, I went on a.
No.
I gave you guys a lifetime story.
It's not a problem. It was a long tunnel, but no problem.
Hello, Coach, President. José Ramón Alba, TV from Spain. I want to ask, you talked about the non-sportive. If I can ask you, which is the game route now for the qualifiers and eventual back-to-back participation in a World Cup for South Sudan?
What's next for us? No, definitely. I think this is going to be a big wake-up call. I think that, it hurts, but at the same time, this gotta fuel us. The goal is to get back to the World Cup, and we go from there. But we gotta come correct. We gotta come correct, and there's a chance to, that fire gotta get back.
Last question.
Hi, Luol. Victor Misistrano for French International Radio. South Sudanese basketball has grown a lot in recent years. What will be your main project, your biggest task to make this continue?
Honestly, I just want to have a basketball court at home. I think success is great. We get all the praises from everybody. Social media. Everybody, excuse my language, kisses your ass when you're doing well. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if we don't leave something, and why are we doing it? So we still, till today, we don't have a facility. I don't think I expected it to take that long, but at the same time, there's other things that matter. So I think the goal would be obviously bounce right back, but we got to start thinking of the bigger picture. What are we really doing?
Well, we want to thank you. You can keep your head up, because we will continue to praise you. You are doing great for South Sudanese basketball, and keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Now let's meet the winning team, Senegal. Senegal beat South Sudan 73-65. Senegal represented by coach Desagana Diop and
78-65.
oh, I have. Okay, never mind.
I got 5 points away now.
Yeah, the most important, Senegal advanced to the quarterfinal, and we are pleased to meet Coach Desagana Diop and player Jean-Jacques Boissy. Congratulations, both. Coach, what are your thoughts after this game?
I mean, I like the way we came out ready to play. Like we've been talking about it. You know, we felt like the last 2 games against Egypt, the last one against Mali, our first quarter was bad, and I challenged the starters, like yesterday and today in shoot around. Like we got to start again better. I felt like we did that, and I mean they're a good team. You know, I told the players after the game, even my team in the G League, I hate being up so big early in the game because, you know, that's game momentum. And the way they play fast, a lot of threes. I knew they was going to make a run, but I like how we stay together. When they cut it to, like, I think it was 7, make some big shot. Janja got an N1 layup, got the lead back up. And that was good to see. That was good to see from a young team.
Question for Jean-Jacques. When they were rallying to come back, you were leading by 20-25, and when South Sudan did their rally at that time, what was going through your mind, you guys?
I think we just stayed poised the whole game, just like the coach said, it's a game of momentum, and we know they had their run, so we just keep our head and focus on the game and focusing on playing good defense. And even though we were not making shots, we just made sure we just get stops and win fast break.
Thank you. Colleagues, you can ask question in French or in English.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Bossy. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Very impressive win. I've got a question for both of you. Bossy, you've created this great friendship and backcourt duo with Badio. Kind of speak to me, if you can sort of elaborate about your relationship with him and how it's been able to affect the way you guys play on the court. And to Coach, just kind of a light-hearted one, how are you feeling about the next matchup as it kind of sets up the eternal Jollof Wars with Nigeria?
I think me and Branco just knew each other for like more than 7 years, and we've been talking since I was playing in Senegal and everything. We had this relationship before basketball, and God help us, we on the same team right now, so it's just easier to listen to him and make sure we all get better together and fight together, and we have the same goals. He helped me lock in on the court and off the court, so it's just like that's a real friend to me before basketball. So it's just easy to play basketball with him.
I mean, they're a good team. They went 3-0 in their group, and that was a pretty tough group with Cameroon, Tunisia, and some Madagascar thing. You know, like they're a good team, athletic. But you know, I was so focused on South Sudan, I haven't really watched nothing out of them. But we'll start tonight, and we'll be ready. We're gonna be ready to play, come battle. When it comes to the jollof rice, man, come on, it's not even close. Like,
Facts.
like that's not even like a question.
Jack. Jose Ramon Alba, CB from Spain. Congrats on the win. As long as mentioned the good relationship with Branco, how special was for him leading the team one more game, getting 32 points and joking about he could have get more, and how special is for you him leading the way and going into the next round with him as a captain?
I think I'm just happy Branco just can come out of the game and score. Because yesterday we been talking about it. I remember Ibufa was telling him like, you used to score 30. We need your 30. And coming to the national team, everybody gotta know their role. So I'm just behind him and make sure he stay in the game. They say like playing on defense, I'm gonna tell him get some rest, play offense. I was just mad at today. I was just telling him like I didn't really have it back on offense. He was like, it's good. So I'm just happy for him to be able to make this shot and lead the team. He's the captain. He's the best player in our team. So we just gotta make sure he in the right spot every time.
But we don't rest on defense, eh? What are you talking about?
He got it right.
No.
Okay. This is locker room discussion.
Got you.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir messieurs, Victor Missistrano pour RFI. Jean-Jacques, l'autre jour, votre coach a été très élogieux à votre égard. Il a aussi dit il est un peu fou, he's crazy. Comment est-ce que vous réagissez à ça? Et c'est vrai que vous avez un jeu qui est assez fou, on voit que vous vous posez aucune question. J'aimerais bien savoir de qui vous vous inspirez et voilà, si vous avez un joueur qui vous parle particulièrement.
Je pense que cette rage vient de ma confiance, de mes entraînements, et j'ai confiance en ce que je fais. C'est pour cela que je joue comme ça, à ce rythme, à cette confiance, et le coach est là pour me pousser. Malgré que je vais faire des erreurs, je vais prendre des tirs qui sont pas au bon momentum du match, mais le coach est toujours là à me pousser, mes coéquipiers, parce qu'il a toujours confiance en moi. Et à chaque fois que je fais quelque chose que je ne suis pas censé faire, personnellement, avant que le coach me parle, je sais que j'ai pas le droit de faire ça. Mais je ne vais pas changer mon basket, c'est juste que je vais continuer mon basket et aller travailler pour être meilleur sur mon poste. Au modèle, je regarde presque tous les jours. J'essaie d'apprendre de chaque jour des Africains, des joueurs de la NBA, des joueurs de Euroleague. Je regarde Branco, je regarde Solo, je regarde Moraes, je regarde Crispo, je regarde presque tous les meneurs pour m'inspirer et essayer de progresser dans mon jeu.
Bonsoir coach, bonsoir Jean-Jacques, Pabiram Biguedia, RTS. Alors une question pour Jean-Jacques, une question pour le coach. Je commence par coach Ngagne de Sagana. Alors vous avez fait une meilleure entame aujourd'hui que contre le Mali. Ça vous a souri au bout du compte. Est-ce qu'on peut s'attendre à ce que l'équipe réédite le même exploit, la même performance que contre le Mali et que contre le Nigeria, qui est un autre grand d'Afrique également, qu'il faudra véritablement prendre au sérieux?
Ouais, comme j'ai dit tantôt, c'est une très bonne équipe. Ils ont gagné les 3 matchs de poule. On sera prêt. Et comme je l'ai dit tout à l'heure, j'ai challengé le joueur. Il faut qu'on débute les matchs plus mieux qu'on a fait les derniers matchs et on a fait ça. Et il faut qu'on continue à faire ça. En ce moment, on ne peut pas revenir à ce qu'on faisait les 2 derniers matchs. Il faut qu'on continue sur cette lancée qu'on a commencé aujourd'hui.
La question pour Jean-Jacques. Et ce sera la dernière.
Ouais, Jean-Jacques, on sent que l'équipe est montée en puissance aujourd'hui, avec beaucoup plus de confiance, beaucoup plus d'envie. On l'a senti dans ce groupe. Alors, face au Nigeria, à quel genre de match vous vous attendez, vous, en tant que joueur?
Je pense que comme on se prépare pour jouer le match qui est là, donc on n'était pas concentré sur qu'est-ce qu'on va faire contre le Nigeria. On va juste aller là, faire les scouting et tout pour se concentrer, mais on va avoir juste le même mental, la même rage de vaincre et savoir qu'il n'y a plus la place pour l'erreur.
En tout cas, merci beaucoup coach, merci Jean-Jacques. Encore une fois, félicitations et bonne chance pour la suite.
Merci.